Welcome back, adventurers. I'm an adventurer like you. And today we are continuing the saga of Rurik, the founder of the dynasty Rurikid in Crusader Kings 3. Here we have our king in his throne room, his Viking throne room, as you can see. And he's getting on in years, and he's wondering how to pass on his legacy, and to who? Because his heir, his oldest son, Helgi, plotted to kill one of his half-brothers. So that we will not stand for. That is criminal. And that means that Helgi is not reliable. So what shall we do with him? And how shall we pass on our realm that we have fought so hard for? How to choose the right heir? That is one of the questions on Rurik's mind. So, let us continue this story. And here is his realm, Gardariki. So we started here in Holmgard and founded a kingdom here and expanded to the south all the way to Königard, or Kiev, as it's called in the Slavic language. But we want to found the Empire of Russia eventually. That is our ambition, right? To unite the Slavic tribes here under one powerful ruler. But to do so, we need 62 counties, and we only have 33. So we have our work cut out for us. Now, let's get started on that. We have a few smaller ones here that we can pick up easily. There are some smaller ones here as well that we need to swoop up, and then we need to deal with Hazarstan. Or we can deal with Hazarstan first and then pick up a few of these smaller ones. The thing with Hazarstan is that she is dealing with a rebellion. So we could use that to our advantage. Although that will weaken her enormously, and we don't know what we will get if somebody else takes advantage of that for the rest of the Hazarstan Empire. So we want to go for either some duchy title, but then we'll need to wage several wars, or we should go for the Kingdom of Ruthenia. This, well, it doesn't exist, but for this part of her realm. Right, so basically the non-highlighted part here. And we can do that once in a lifetime, and well, as we said, Rurik is getting on in years. We don't know how much longer he has to live. That is another consideration. We could switch from this to learning and get the medicine focus or the scholarship focus to boost development growth. But this will give us a health boost, and at least if we get Know Thyself, then we know a year in advance when we will die, which gives us time to deal with inheritance matters. So I think we will finish up with Strategist here and then switch over. I mean, there are some good ones here. Increase control, that is very nice. This also is a nice perk, but yeah, I think we should switch to a medicine focus if we want him to live longer and deal with organizing his realm, our realm. So, yeah, we should, right? We should deal with Hazarstan first, because she is winning though. She is winning, but she is engaged, so she might not send all our troops at us, which makes our job easier, and she would be easier to deal with now rather than after she's won and can put all her focus on our attack. So that's what I'm thinking. But before we do that, we have a court event. So let's deal with the court event. Aristocratic pretensions. 3 of my courtiers are overtly discussing my great number of titles within deliberate earshot, loudly lamenting how taxing it must be for the king to manage so many estates himself. They are thick as thieves. Faithful Chilov Smith, my court tutor, and Rikskoli, a servant of the court, gallant Gretier, my distinguished champion, and self-made Ivar, another champion, who takes any chance, blindingly absent a shred of humility. And we see now we have some artifacts here. Right, very nice. Over the din of courtiers gossiping, I clearly make out the words chiefdom and Ingermanland, in what I am certain was Chilov Smith's simpering tone. The shameless trio turn to look my way, and I catch them with a glare. Yes, Chilov. Ingermanland is yours. No way. No way. He's my Rikskoli. He has a job to do, and he needs to do that. This little game can end, the chiefdom is Gretius. I mean, this Ingermanland, right, is one of my titles, and it's from my current core duchy of Homegard, Gardarik. So I'm not inclined to give that away because Rusa is already given to my son, and I have another vassal who has Pskov. So no, I don't want to give it away. I know what you're up to. It's time to prove your worth. And we have like jewels. Each of you tell me why you deserve a title. And what are you looking at? That's it. Guys, what are you looking at? How do you think you're entitled to a chiefdom? You are in no position to demand anything. It's all in the goodness of my heart if I give you something. And if I give you something, it will be outside the duchy of Homegard. Most inappropriate. I mean, what were you thinking? So now I slightly dislike him. Yeah, that should be added to this. And so he lost. He's annoyed. Yeah, I'm annoyed too. How dare you? If you weren't such a good Rikskodi, I would replace you. But you're also a good knight. And you're a genius. So how about you produce some more genius children? You have one that is my champion, but he is just quick. I think instead of giving you a county, can I give you a... No, I can't give you a concubine. That's not right. Historically, these people, if they were of any position, even just champions, they had concubines and slaves. Yeah, so produce some genius children for me. She does like me, but yeah, I'm not sure she's the right wife if you haven't had a child in 16 years. Maybe it's time to replace you, Signy. Okay, so we have our steward, Jarl Rurik II, who is my grandson. He is doing well. He's betrothed to this Polish girl. Why aren't you two getting married? It is time. Yeah, we have a good court, except maybe Chieftain Kura. I'm not happy with him. I don't really like him. He's been a decent chancellor, but yeah. If we could get somebody better, we would do it, but we don't really have anybody better. Arnfast is decent, but yeah, he is more focused on stewardship. I could put him in that position and he would get better at it, right? Hopefully. That's an option we should keep in mind. What other ideas do we need to keep in mind? No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, we can use up the High Chieftain of Kiev once we have, like, what is it, 250 gold? Yeah. So. Tamar, I'm coming for a piece of your land. That piece, yeah. It's quite a large piece. Right, we have like a dozen or so counties there. Alright, we have one rally point. Where is it? There, that's good enough. Raise all armies. And maybe also the Holy Orders. They're already hired. By whom? Chieftain Ingolf. But as patron you can request them despite that. Fair, that's far away. What are you involved in? You're almost done there. Well, if you're almost done, we'll see. I don't think we need more troops, but... Inget died in my dungeons. Ah. Yeah. She was a fornicator. That means her children are roaming around. That's not right. That's not right. Let me... okay. She's being educated there. She has no educator. We shall fix that. She needs learning. I know just a guy for that. A guy who needs some more busyness. He needs to keep himself busy. Yeah, there is another girl here. You want stewardship. Okay. You have a guardian. My grandson Rurik. 21 stewardship. Yes, that's right. Okay, then this guy, he's a bit young and he is ugly. Marshal would be the right thing for you, I think. Yeah, martial or intrigue. I'll leave it up to you to choose when the time comes, but he's at my court and this one is at my court, so I will get notified that. Okay. Who else is in my prison? Vyacheslav. Ilimar. High learning. Okay, why don't you come and work for me? And Dure, yeah, no, I'm keeping you because you are the grandson of High Chieftain Dure. Yeah. I don't think I can recruit him. I can? No, you stay in house arrest. An inappropriate exchange. Björk seemed to enjoy our latest feast immensely. Afterwards, she couldn't stop talking about the feelings that locking eyes with one of the younger servants had caused in her. Ah, the young rascal is coming of age, isn't she? You're already betrothed. Yeah, well, that happens. Okay, now. That's a very uneven. So this one needs to split up. Anyway, because like we have supply limit of 2000 or even less. Yeah, here's 2600. But yeah, okay. And they have allies joining the war, so they now have 4000 soldiers. Not a problem. This is 2200. You have 5 champions. Okay, why don't you go and take them down? Oh, maybe not. You have 2200. Go here and reorganize. Yeah. I need to make these armies smaller. I need to make them smaller. This we can do. Why don't you go here? Yeah, that would work. That is me, but I only have some Varangian veterans and some Huskarls and 3 champions. So I definitely need to keep an eye on who is coming my way. And here, you can go here, and you can go, where is there? Maybe here first. There first. Okay, let's go. Going in hard work, my son Asbjorn has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Work hard and you can master anything. Indeed, hard work will bring him where he wants. Yes. Diplomacy, eh? Diplomacy or intrigue? They're about even. And I need to find him a spouse. Okay, this needs to split up. Yeah. With so much in need of doing in so little time, I do not know how I would cope if it had not been for my loving wife Ingrid. She encouraged me to tackle my challenges head on and not let the pressure bring me down. No one makes me smile like my dear Ingrid, and I lose 20 stress. That is so nice of you. Okay. 2200. Now. I need to reorganize this. Split of new army. I need to get yeah, okay, select this one. Go here. Oh, we need a commander here. You're good. And in this group, you're already going there, right? Can you go here? You would lose 100 casualties. That's not something we want. Stay here for now then. And you... Let's get one of them. And split off an army like that. Actually, yeah, they have no leaders, no champions. What is this? Ah. And they have no champions. They have one champion. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but army management is such a pain in the backside. Okay, let's move out and then we'll see. I'm not seeing any of her armies yet. These have a problem. What is your problem? Attrition. Okay. Yeah, that is to be expected. But we have more troops on standby. What happened to Hazarstan? He died of natural causes at age 56 on the battlefield. Well, we'll tell his son that he died a hero's death, leading his army. So now this 13-year-old is in charge of that county. My direct vassal, okay. The grandmother of all. Here we have this one. No. An old woman passed away in Ushitsa recently. Though a humble villager, this beloved grandmother of all lived a very long time, more than a century some claim. She was of a kind of virtuous temperament and was also quite sharp and assertive, as she did her best to guide the community. She even received visitors from even local nobles from other villages nearby, seeking her wise insights. Regardless, there have already been claims that her spirit will bless these lands for many years to come. This grandmother will sorely be missed, and this chiefdom that I seem to hold must be in the Konigard area. Receives grandmother's blessing. That is so nice. We have this. We could go here, right? With one of our armies, or maybe this one. Yeah. Why don't you go? This one, right? We said. Why don't you go here? Over. Yeah, use the river. That's what we do. Ah, and we are in debt now. That is not good. Jomsviking has been called. I now control Lübeck, and I got some money, but that's not very much. Okay. You can go. Oh, you need a leader. Various level that brought me more money, and we captured a high chieftain Scorcher. Get any ransom for her? She is the daughter of the spy master. Okay. Why don't you come work for me? The spice peddler leaves town. The famous spice trader who has been staying near my residence has decided to leave for elsewhere to sell his spice. Where is he headed off to? No one knows for sure. Wherever he's going, they'll certainly appreciate his spices. Yes, that was interesting. Okay, you... Yeah, just go here then. Can we get one of these to go here? And is there another... No, there's this one. I guess we can send you guys over here. Yeah. Alright. My son learned the Finnic language. That is great. Arnfast now speaks Norse, East Slavic, and Finnic. That is great. And she formed a new alliance with Khan Shabazz, who has 2,000 troops. Okay. I now control Starodub. And I have another perk. I will be a strategist. Okay. Yeah, we will lose these bonuses if we switch, but I think it is time for us to switch. We captured a chiefess. Okay, are you willing to pay for her? Because I could use some money. Yes, that's very nice. And we now control Karachev. That is this, I believe. So let's move on to Sevsk. And there is another. You are standing still. Can we go here? Yes. Longhouse constructed in Zhytomyr. That is nice. What else do we have here? I don't want that. I can ransom Maria of Karachev. Let's do that. Essential proposal. Wherever I go, my beneficiary authorities is sure to follow. Oh, that's the one who made the throne for me, right? I'm sorry, authorities, but you're not my type. How sweet, but no. Okay. Why are you just standing still here? So for some reason this is not occupied, but there is no town or holding to conquer. I guess we'll get it when we get this. Same here. Let's go here then. And we haven't seen her armies yet. Kunigunda has come of age but has not been promised to anyone yet. You are the daughter of one of my champions and commanders. It is Matilda of Pinsk, the wife of Jarl Stein. Okay, that's interesting. This girl. I don't think we can use her for anything special. Maybe we can find a knight, a champion. We just need to sort by prowess and see if there's anyone available. Grim, you are a guest. 33. Gare. And you are also Hale. That is good. Yeah, now we're getting to older ones. And then there's Thorbrand, who's a little younger. That might be nice for you, but he is not Hale or anything like that. No. Okay. We'll go with the Hale one, I guess. Although I don't like the looks of him. He is wrathful, which is a virtue for us, but he's sadistic. And Grim, I like him less because he's also sadistic. Yeah, but he is a fabulous knight. And what about Thorgils? Yeah, okay. You. Let's go. Siege 1. Siege 1. Oh, this one. And somebody's already going here. Yeah. That is like half the areas already in our control, under our control. Yeah, let's stay there for a while. New shop. While in town I came across an unfamiliar shop. Is this place new? I asked, pointing at the store sign and the items on display. I'm sorry, I'm on the battlefield. So this is a bit out of place. But let's say I just hopped over to Königard. Is this place new? I come across, I asked, pointing at the store center items on display. The man who had been standing nearby notices my presence and rushes over to bow and greet me. My lord, it is an honor for you to visit us, and on our opening day as well. I was a humble peddler for many years, and my wife and I have just saved up enough money to open our first shop, where we will sell general goods. We hope your continued capable leadership will help us and the rest of the town prosper. As our first customer, please feel free to buy any of our merchandise for free. I'm not looking to get anything today, but good luck. This will give me prestige. Okay, I like these. Oh, I'm not taking my chance, but I'm just... No. Some people call this jug, me I call it treasure. I like that reference. Shall I give 10 gold for trinkets, odds and ends? I don't think so, but yeah. Don't mind if I do. That's probably something a king would do. I might give 1 gold piece, but 10? That's a bit steep. I now control Chernihiv, that's great. And another child has grown up. Dorothea, she already is a drunkard. That's not good, Dorothea. That's not good at all. But then, yeah. Looking at your mother, I can kind of understand. No offense. Let's find a spouse for you as well. Go by prowess. Maybe not sadistic since you are craven. Maybe the giant. Thorgils. Let's do that. What were we thinking? Yeah. Wasn't somebody going there? I guess. I mean, somebody was already going here, but you are nearby, so why don't you go there? And these guys, well, we'll see. Let's get them over here. And you can go here, I guess. Or here. No, over here first. Now control Romney, and I took another prisoner. Svetozar is a chancellor. And you won't pay ransom for him? That is just unbelievable. You have good people and you won't ransom them. Okay, you go over here. Yeah. And there's still no sign of her troops, right? She is engaged here, I suppose. Tally sticks. And a guardian can be assigned. Definitely need to keep that in mind. 2 farmers living under my jurisdiction recently got into a major squabble. They were doing a business transaction and transcribed the amounts of bartered goods on tally sticks. One farmer, however, tried to cheat the other by changing the amount of tallies on the stick. This was a stupid thing to do, as the other farmer had copies of the tally sticks made. Very smart. Now, the fate of the cheating farmer is up to me to decide. He got caught, it's not a big deal, let him go. It is a big deal. He will need to pay a fine as punishment, or that scoundrel imprison him immediately. He will need to pay a fine, yeah. Then, wait a moment. Rutger. Ah, you, the ugly one. You decided to focus on martial education. That is a good choice for a Norse boy. Do I want to do that myself? I don't think so. I'm kind of busy, you know. And we have better people as well. Impatient brave, though. Why don't I send you to my master of the horse? Okay. Yeah, we will need to fight her because now we have like almost 50% of the war score in holdings, and then we need to do battles as well. But she seems to be engaged and reluctant to come and fight me. You. Control Sevsk. Yeah, you all go there. I mean, we will be over the supply limit, but we'll siege it down quickly and then be done. Actually, why don't you just stay here? We control almost every part of our war goal. This is almost done. Just Kursk. And is this part of our war goal as well? I don't think so. Kingdom title. No, it's not. It's not. Is there any money to be had here? 3. Samar 3. These people are quite poor. Only over there. 16. 2. 15. Yeah, maybe this. But we should probably make our way over to her capital here. But she lost control of that, so it's already been taken. Yeah, we would need to find her on the battlefield somewhere. Or just wait it out. And where's the other guy? Because this is Novosil and there's Kazan. Kazan is much further away. Right? It's up there. It also borders our realm. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we could take them out. Okay, that's this bit. Maybe just go and take this. And you... 25 casualties. Yeah. Guardian for my son Folky, yes. Stewardship. Okay. Educate. That will be probably Rurik II. Or Kaljuvat. Rurik II. Yes. And then I will also ask you to study a language. You speak Norse, I suppose, because you are Norse. So, what? Study language. No, just him. Have child study language. Select a child. Why can't I select him? My child, Folky, is not on this list. Why? Okay. Asbjörn, you haven't learned any. You should definitely study language. Baltic? No. Slavic. What do you speak? Serbo-Croatian. That's interesting, but not immediately of use when our subjects are mostly Slavic. I mean, Russian. As listed here. my spy master? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay. I now control Kursk, and we took the chiefess prisoner. Ooh. Can we get... Oh, we get 25. She's the chief's wife. Okay. That makes sense. Do we have any more that we can ransom? Two characters, just these two, right? Ransom them. That's okay. Yeah. What's the problem here? They're over the supply limit. Okay. I want this army then to go... Well... There. And you should probably also go this way. No. That's interesting. You're already going there. Hook on Chieftain Ruslan has expired. That's fine. We now control Novosil. We took another prisoner. Another chiefess wife. But this is a high chiefess wife, so it's more money. Ah, we finally get an army here. But this isn't even her army. This is... Karatayak. Ah, let's see. That is one of her vassals. Okay. And his daughter-in-law, also in a prison. But... And he has no money for her, I guess. Stay. We are still amassing war score here. Occupied holdings, held objectives, yeah. If she's not engaging us, we're just letting it tick over. We'll make our way slowly into the area where she is. Oh, that's here. And she's moving away. Interesting. Yeah, we are interested in these lands also along the river Dnieper into the Black Sea. Because that's the trade route towards Constantinople. That's very important to the Rus here. Our people. Okay, so we hold these. That's nice. You guys should totally come over here. Kazanskaya. Well, let's come over here first of all, and then we'll see. It will take a while. Where is she going? Gudrun comes of age. Where is she going? She's sieging that. Okay. Gudrun comes of age. My daughter. With her coming of age, my tuition of Gudrun is at an end. Now, with sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards warfare. So, what do you mean, little natural inclination? She showed a lot of natural inclination. She can come to truly understand it. It's impressive to see such skill in someone so young. She displays a level of insight that's rare even among veteran commanders. And they grow up fast. 18 prowess. Okay, you, my dear, will be made a shield maiden. And I shall find you a spouse, a worthy spouse. Someone who is not lowborn and who has high prowess, right? And probably is no older than 35. Thorbrand Smyr. Do we have any good traits here? Because she is comely. Earl Barid Iverson of Annandale. Yeah. We want matrilineal, right? Yeah. We want to keep her in our court, so that immediately eliminates a lot of choices. There are these from the Jarldom of Jamteland. Ivar Björnsson of Jamteland. It says Jamteland. Okay. And Håkon. But he is wheezing. That's not good. Sigtrygg is brave. And then we have... yeah... these. If we go by prowess, yeah, it's Smyr, Bödvar. That's pretty good, although his stats are low. Sverker, 23 martial. Look at him. He's a poet too. Yeah, I think Sverker is a good candidate here. They can fight together. How about that? Okay, so we are still... and you're using up your supplies by staying here. Yeah, that's not good. And what is happening here? How did you end up over there? But because that's the river. I see. Yeah, you're just doing nothing here and losing supplies. At least occupy some area. Marriage accepted. She's a shield maiden. I now control Samar. Great. I guess go here. Let's occupy as much as we can. I'm not sure if we are granted anything on top of the war goal for this CB. My ally attacks, my grandson attacks. Yeah, Rurik is attacking the vile High Chieftain Tarasi of Chudia. Okay, that's great. And they have quite a bit of men-at-arms. Yeah. Not sure if... okay, these are almost done. 9 days. Yes, I know. And then go here. And we took a prisoner, a 10-year-old. Cannot ransom. Okay. And you are just standing in the Golden Hills. That is not really all that good. We now control Oskol. That's great. Where is Oskol? And they're taking it back. They're trying to take it back. That's not good. Oskol. Come on. Give it to me. There. Okay. Nice. Then you guys shall go and prevent them from taking it back. And these... stay there. Longhouse constructed Königgard. That's great. Ingvar comes of age. Ah, Luki. Yes, I told you that you would get the duchy, but you're not doing so great, huh? I mean, you're doing fine, but your stats are not so great. Your education wasn't all that good. Anyway, I'm a man of my word, so you will get the duchy title. Luki is part of the Yardom of Luki, of course, so there you go. And you can get married. Ah, she's a comfort eater, okay. Yeah, handsome boy. Jarl of Luki. And that means Luki's over here, bordering on our duchy, that he now is the de jure ruler of this area that includes him, Chieftain Kure, who is now a drunkard. Yeah, he has very low piety. Yeah. I shall move him under him. He is not good to be on my council though, so we will need to find someone else to take this position. But this chieftain should be under the Jarl. That's only right. Anyone we can ransom? Nope. Okay. Then let's get back to the war. We have raiders here. Okay. Do we need to send someone over? I think we're just gonna siege down Bakhmut and maybe Olyeshe. And then call it a day, because we have 95% war score. King Gudfrid over the Danalög, Halfdanson. Speaks Anglic, okay. Kazanskaya, great. Ingmar comes of age, my son Ingmar. Okay. Adequate bargainer, and you got 1 in diplomacy. That is terrible. That is really terrible. And you're even quick, supposedly. I should have let you do an intrigue education. They grow up fast, yeah. Now we have a victory here. Let's get this down. We now control Olyeshe and Bakhmut. Yes. And how much did we get from Bakhmut? 15 gold. That is nice, but we still need a lot more gold. And we got prisoners. This chiefess. Okay. Can we ransom you for 25 gold? Yes. And this one? Ransom for 50 gold. And a chieftain for 100 gold, right? 50 gold. Alright. That's nice. With certainty, I took Osbjörn out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded dog. He had not hesitated in the slightest to bring it down. Greatness awaits you, yes. That is very nice. Okay, do we have anyone else that we want to ransom? Yabdertin. 50, yes. You? 25. And that's it. Dure. No, Dure is staying. Okay, the Battle of Oskul is over. Oh, we were doing a battle. Not sure. But, yes. And Tana? We might as well. It's just a few days. 22 more. And another prisoner. Ransom. 10 gold. Guardian can be assigned for Maria. You want learning. Learning is good. Educate child. Learning. My Riksgodi. And convert faith. You can't stay a Christian in my court. It's just not right. Okay. I think we're done with this war. We hold all this. So, plenty of gold and so on. And we get all these holdings. Kazanska. Yeah, see? We do get those holdings as well. Kazanskaya. We could even go for the Golden Hills if we wanted to. And maybe this little bit. Let's do that. Let's go there. And take those bits as well. And then here, all you guys. Yeah, let's get together here first. Occasion at an end. My war chiefess Björg has come of age, and it is time she left my care. She's Steinsdottir. Okay. She's become decently educated until we meet again. Okay. We will be over the supply limit, but if we need to fight her, then we need to have enough soldiers. Rurik, this guy has to go. No way. No, I will not give her away. Victory. Okay, it has ticked over. Peace be with you. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I comply with your demands. Alright, so be it. Disband all. So, yeah. We should have been a little bit faster, maybe? I don't know if, what the thing is. Is it a timeout or what else? But we got an enormous bit of land here. That is very nice. And yeah, we're over the domain limit and all that. Victory. And we have enough money now to do the Königard Kiev thing. So this was a great episode. We had a great war. We won a lot of land for our realm. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button and hope to see you again next time.